Hello, I'm JumpSplat120 and we are playing Nimbatus, the Space Drone Constructor. What is Nimbatus? Nimbatus is just that. It's a physics-based drone constructing sort of thing. It's an early preview demo, missing features, etc, etc. I got this game from Keymailer, the devs sent it to me and were like, yo, check out this game. And I'm like, fuck, this looks awesome. I was I watched the trailer and I was like, shit, that looks really cool. This is a game I didn't realize I wanted. So you kind of just get thrown in. There's not a lot of explanations. Like I said, it's that early demo. But what you do is you're gonna have this massive star field, right? And on that star field, you're gonna have the planet that you're on right in the center. And then you're gonna have the sumo training yard, a scrapyard, and a battle arena. Don't worry about any of those right away. You visit your first planet, and you read the missions. We have to destroy the transmitters and the hives, and when we do those, we will get these things. So when I destroy the transmitter, it will show us all the planets around us. When I destroy the hives, we'll get a rare weapon. These are some little facts about it. For example, resource amount, gravity, air resistance, risk level, and so on. And these are the resources. And what you do is you click Create New Drone. It gives you a little bit of a tutorial on how to create a drone. Don't worry about it, it's pretty simple. You have all of your categories here and then all of your drone parts here. As you play, you get more drone pieces, so you don't have to worry too much about, oh man, I wish there was more to mess around with. There's like more in this game even right away, you just have to unlock it all first. So to do that, you just build a drone. And we will start ourselves out with the world's simplest drone, which is 4 thrusters on each side, 4 very small thrusters, just like that, and a little bit of a fuel tank. We will do this one, and this one. There we go. And then this is forward, so we want this to be W, this to be S. We want this to, it's gonna push us right, D, and then this one, A. There we go. We can test our flight. So, with gravity, enemies, and air resistance. There you go. Da-da-da. But it's not very useful because when we get to the enemies, yeah, they're just gonna shoot us. So, that won't work. We're definitely gonna need to change these thrusters from small to big thrusters, but there's tons of different thrusters we could use. There's batteries, there's fuel types, there's like shields, all sorts of really crazy stuff. Free hinges, motorized hinges, all the weapons that you start out with, sensors and logic gates. Some of this stuff looks a little bit more complicated than it actually is. And I will show you that it's not as complicated as that. So I'm gonna put explode on tilde, because I always have a tendency to press it. Release drones on Q. And then we're gonna do something like this. Okay, so what we have now is our base drone. So what this drone does right now is basically nothing. It's just a basic drone. But what's cool is, if we press period, that sucker's disconnected itself. I need to use a little bit of logic to keep it up in the air, but now we can access all our shit from, basically that's just like all of our energy and all of everything can just stay up here. I did notice that all of this needs to move down just a hair because I think it's like causing the physics to be wonky. But if we do that and test it, that should stay pretty level. And I can actually use, which something that I'll need to be using anyways, is logic and sensors, which is an amazing part of this. You can use logic and sensors to basically create think of it like redstone from Minecraft. You take what is normally just like boring blocks that don't do anything and turn them into something that can just work on its own and become more than the sum of its parts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the first sensor is a directional sensor. This one works by pointing down, so that little black box is that little black circle is the down arrow. And where do I want to put this? Oh, we'll put this up here. This is the down arrow, right? This is down. And basically, we'll have it always face gravity. And whenever it tilts a certain direction, we'll have it turn a thruster on. Just a little bit of a thrust. Like this. We'll do this here and this here. Okay? So, we'll have this one activated by 6. And this one activated by 4 on the numpad. Oh, I don't have numlock on. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever, that's fine. We'll do that and that. So, and then when we're tilted right, because this is gonna push the top of it. So if we're tilting to the right, we want to push this one, which is right. Yeah, so we'll do, if we're tilted right, we push right, and if we're tilted left, we push left. Now let's test that out real quick. Oh no, we're falling. Hold on. One other thing real quick, so I don't have to keep holding down D, is we're going to use just a regular button that's just, I want to put it somewhere centered, you know? Well, let's just do 2 buttons. We'll do it like this. We'll do 2 buttons so that it's centered. The center of gravity is right. We'll put a button there, we'll put a button there. And this can be 2. And this can be 2. Oh, now it's 2. Hold on. If I do this now. Yeah, see, now it's working. Tilt to right, tilt to left. There you go. And then we'll do this, activate on 2. We've got that. And this is just always on, as I understand it. So, there you go. That's just running all the time. So we can decouple ourselves. And that'll just float there. There's one thing I want to check real quick. Or I need to give us some thrusters, right? So we can fly around. And let's see if this works. Oh no, that's exactly what we didn't want to happen. That's exactly what we did not want to happen. So this should be this should be this. Let's try it now. The tolerances, oops. Whoop, okay, well, we threw it off balance there a little bit, but it looked like it corrected itself pretty well. Yeah, it looks like the tolerance isn't that bad. So you can see it's using fuel to keep itself up. We're using fuel by flying around. But we can use fuel without having to be attached to it. So we can put all of our stuff there, and then we can put all of our, like, weapons on this sucker. Okay, you can stop now. Yeah, that works really well. Do we maybe want to bump the tolerance up a little bit? We'll do 360. Test it. Go. How you doing? Let's see if we can... Perfect! So the sensor, you can see the sensor's working, but it's just not correcting itself in any way. Having it at 0% makes it the most accurate, or 1% rather, makes it the most accurate. I think we'll just leave it there for now, because it seemed to be working fine. And 2 of these keeps it up perfectly in sort of low gravity. And now we can work on this one, just because I'm being lazy. And then if we test it, and I right click, that's what we get. And you can see up there, watch the battery usage as I turn this on. It started draining all the batteries. Turn it off. That recharges fast, these recharge slow. And now, let's go test out our new monstrosity. Nope. We could just melt through things. I could even use left click to just temporarily do that if I want, or just right click to just turn it on. Obviously, it's not like a perfect circle like I was hoping for, but it's kind of there. We could like aim all of the bits if we wanted to have it be a little bit better. But yeah, so now we can save it, and we'll call this laser drone. Now we launch it. Uh-oh, we're not destroying the hive fast enough. There we go. Unfortunately, these lasers are not as strong as they look. There we go. Something blew up. I heard it, but I don't know what it was. Everything looks okay, though. And we can actually use this laser thing to sort of drill through the earth to get to where we want to go. Oh, it was my switch. My switch is gone. Oh, well, we can't use that now. We can't do the toggle. No worries. That's another turret. That's that transmitter we need to destroy. So let's make our way up to there, and then... There you go. Transmitter down. So we could, if we wanted to, sort of end the mission here, and not worry about the hives. Whoa, it's so hard to move all of a sudden. I'm actually entirely stuck. I don't know if I'm stuck on something. I think I am. Yeah, I think I was stuck on something. I was stuck on something real small. It's gone now, though. Kind of better to... Oh, no, they're knocking out our lasers, too. They're knocking off our little bits of squares. Come on, lasers. You can do it. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. The physics have gone wonky. The physics have gone way wonky. Come on. Come on, lasers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. Oh, there we go. That was the last hive over there. Those are definitely not hive-destroying weapons. So this green stuff, which I didn't see on the planet for whatever reason, it's there somewhere. You can mine it and then get resources and use those resources to buy stuff. So if we go back, because we did do the Destroy Transmitter mission, our map will actually open up a little bit, and we have more planets we can go to. And some of those planets are sumo arenas, some of them are like scrapyards where you can buy things, and so on and so forth. So, if we go to Sumo Training Arena, and we can select 2 of our drones, so we'll create 2 drones actually real quick. Or actually, you know what we can do? Yeah, we'll just create 2 drones. Put that there, and then we'll put another fuel tank here. Like that. That's fine. Slightly forward, but that should be fine. Oh no! What? Wait. Hold on. What happened? This one was going before, wasn't it? No. W, fam. It's W. Go! Hey! Wait, who won? Yay! Pusherbot wins! Fuck you, Wallbot. Anyway, so that's how you can train in the training arena there. And I've actually, because I've done it, I have opened up a couple areas, including a shop. We'll show you the shop first, since it's right there. So you can use the resources you mined to actually buy weapons from the shop if you want. So you do get weapons from completing missions. This is another way to do it. And you can also have them ship in some new weapons for you if you're like looking at all this, like none of this is very good. You can spend $5 grand and have them ship in some new stuff for you. The scrapyard, which is right there, allows you to scrap some of your parts and turn them into like resource. So if you have a bunch of weapons that you're like, wow, this stuff sucks, you can just throw it in here, comes out as gems. Bada bing, bada boom, problem solved. And last but not least, the battle arena. You have to survive 3 waves. Wave 1 is just completing it. Wave 2 is a common weapon. And Wave 3, a rare weapon. So, let's create a new bot. And here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna surround it in blocks. There we go. So the only requirement of this drone is that it has to be 50 or less drone parts. Everything else is up for grabs. You can do whatever the fuck you want, just has to be less than 50 or less parts. Let's save and exit and give it a shot. Oh, hold on. I forgot to name it something. It's clearly named Blockbot. Okay, time to go, Blockbot. I was doing this earlier. I actively shooting everything, and I did okay, but then I thought, why do I have to shoot things? I just have to survive. Would this work? I guess we're about to find out how destructive these bots are. Remember, 90 seconds is what we're shooting here for. They're drilling away. So 30 seconds, so we got that. We got the 30 seconds one. We are covered in bots. Now we're getting lots of different sort of shit. None of the blocks have been destroyed yet, it looks like. It looks like the blocks are still okay, for the most part. From what I can tell. No, at the bottom, one of the blocks is definitely gone. Oh shit! Oh, I got drilled through on the right. Do you see that? 55 seconds, something on the right drilled through us. We almost got that 60 seconds one. Here's what I did last time as a similar premise, but it was like, how do I destroy everything, right? Without having, forget flying around trying to move any of that shit. Just sit where you are and just fire bullets and see if that works. So let me just double check that this is the one I'm looking for. So that's bio bullets, not really what I was looking for, but it will work. So we'll do this. There we go. So we had something like that, but I was using a different gun. So let's see if this one works. We'll call this Protect. We'll launch it. We'll just hover in the center and see, the bullets I had last time went a little bit farther. These ones don't go as far. So we're getting shot before these bullets are destroying them. And there's a couple of gaps too, oddly enough. I don't know where the gaps are coming from. It should be even all the way around. Let it charge back up real quick. So we're at 30 seconds. We've only taken a small bit of damage. Oh no, there's a gap now. What did I do? Oh, that's not good. Oh no! We were so close to 90 seconds, but I think I blew it by using something, I don't know. Bio rocket shotgun towers, there we go. So that's how you can get it. That's just a common weapon. We could get a rare weapon if we could survive 8 more seconds. And we could land on the high scores if we could survive 719, but I don't see that one happening anytime soon. And that was the battle arena. And yeah, that's that's the gist of how this works. That's Nimbatus. It's pretty addicting. At first you might think, oh, we'll just, it looks super easy. You stick a couple things, you do whatever. But when you start getting creative and you start thinking, well, what if I did this? What if I did this? What if I made a bot that was kind of there's some resources. There's the resources. What if I made a bot like this, where it just had a whole bunch of TNT strapped to it. Or not strapped to it, but strapped to a decoupler, right? And it was just, or no, what if I took a magnet and put that on the decoupler, and then I put TNT on the magnet, like this, yeah? Would that work? Is that a thing that would work? We'll just do a little bit more, just to be safe. like that. And then this, we'll really move this sucker far away from our ship. Like that. And we'll make it like that. And we'll say attract is U and repel is, well, nothing. Repel is I, sure. And then we'll have a button right here, which is U, like that. So, when we launch it, it's just gonna drop down and attach to the first thing it can find. Oh, I didn't set a button for the TNT. So look, that's gonna disconnect. And then when this gets close to something magnetic, which it's not, there's nothing below us. No! There needs to be something directly below, otherwise this plan doesn't work. It connects to us though. There we go. We did it, fam. Anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you later, YouTube.